serious. When Darkspawn showed up, no one was their ally. It was just this sweeping, gnarly evil. Now they're teaming up with human cultists because, fuck it, why not? It's the cherry on top that really emphasizes the fact that these guys just view all evil on the same scale regardless of origin. And I honestly probably wouldn't have as big of an issue with it if the rest of this game was written really well. It'd be like, oh, okay, so because of the gods showing up, their followers can now do this. Fine. But because of all the other issues that I've had with the game, I can't buy into it.
We found documents from the Night Commander. He was crooked. I didn't think he was actually Venatori.
When we get back to the Shadow Dragon base, something incredible happens, like a shooting star of writing.
How do we know we can even trust you? We're not from here. You don't know graphics like we do. We know as little about you as we do these risen gods you unleashed.
Now, what is it they say? The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
And there it goes. Well, at least the idea was thrown out there, which is further than I ever thought we'd make it. So I'd count this one as a win. It really is crazy how far we've come from Origins, though. You had this game where everyone was at each other's throats while the Blight ripped through Ferelden. Nah, fuck you, we're dwarves. We're worried about the next king. Nah, we got werewolves to deal with. It was a lot of people who were just worried about their own bullshit while a bigger threat loomed. And it was realistically frustrating to hear them insist on you solving their problems before they would fight with you. Now you've got a game where literally every faction is like, oh shit, elven gods you say? Not only do I believe you wholeheartedly, I'm dropping everything to help out. So yeah, the black and white writing goes both ways, I guess. Speaking of, we head to the Grey Wardens for help next, and they're just cops now. Like you go in and they're like, you released the Blight, you stupid fuck. Which is a fair assessment of what happened, absolutely. To them, I literally caused all of this because they just didn't know about Solus despite him being heavily involved in the issues they had a decade ago. And my guy doesn't have enough self-awareness to frame the events leading up to this new Blight in a way that makes more sense to them. He just goes, okay, so first off, there was this elven god, and he tried to tear down the veil and kill everyone, but I stopped him, and 2 more gods came out, and they used the Blight as a weapon. Like, anyone is gonna listen to that. So yeah, I'm actually on the same page as the Grey Wardens so far. But then this guy goes, you're coming with me, we're arresting you for making bad shit happen. What the fuck are you talking about? You don't have that power? You remember when the Wardens didn't give a fuck about people's backgrounds or mistakes? All they cared about was stopping the Blights? That they would take whoever they could and ally with whoever would help them to end the March of Darkspawn without giving a shit about politics or anything of that sort. Well, now they're just cops.
Let me tell you something about the Blight. It is evil, it is implacable, and above all, it is predictable. The Blight has not changed in over 1,000 years.
The Blight has changed in capability and predictability multiple times throughout the course of this guy's lifespan. And just in case you're thinking, well maybe this guy's just an uninformed recruit. He's literally the leader of the entire Grey Warden faction. So yeah. Dorian shows up next to haughtily put down the first Warden before claiming that he and a friend started the Shadow Dragons in order to improve the Tevinter Imperium when he came back from the Inquisition. Which tracks as far as his motivations went in the previous game. It doesn't really matter though, we hardly see him throughout the rest of this game. You head back and talk to Varric, who continues to not answer anything that he hasn't told you about in the past. Harding walks in and doesn't acknowledge anything that he's saying, claiming that she knows of a Grey Warden couple who might be able to help us out. I find it fascinating how this game continues to throw in new ideas and go against established conventions of the universe, but then just doesn't explain them in the slightest. A married Grey Warden couple is a unique idea because Wardens historically avoid relationships due to their shortened lifespans. So the idea that these two found each other within the ranks of the Wardens is a fun twist that could definitely work out. But the game doesn't even go into that idea in the slightest. Like, you have these parts of the Veilguard's writing that could really work to enrich the universe, but the writers have no interest in it. The couple points us towards our next companion, Davrin. He's a warden with a griffin pet. While I want